Hi there everybody, this is Kiemi, and yeah, this is a Tesla lot, but neither here nor there. Happy 4th to everybody, and let's go ahead and foam at some fireworks. And yes, we've seen it many times in all the Loudoun Gateway videos that I've done, but my goodness, that is such a large flag. Normally I would be like, hey, let's go to King Street and then we'll head our way to Roslyn that way. But because I am gammy, we're not doing that. Nope. We're gonna spread the good name of Spring Hill, one of these Silver Line stations for the DC Metro. Station used to be the former penultimate station of the Silver Line prior to the second phase opening. Now that's our friend Loudoun Gateway, and there's been some form of development growing. There's this giant building right here with, of course, a giant parking lot right there. This used to be, I believe, a dealership for used exotic cars, if I remember. Now it's nothing. There is plans for a casino to be built, but that's constantly going back and forth, so we'll see where it goes. Really cool thing that happens during the 4th here in DC specifically, and in terms of transit, is that WMATA, they will make their Metro buses and Metro Rail free after 5 p.m. So right now we're a few minutes before that 5 o'clock hour, and that is when the gates will open, and then we do le foam. And yes, I do look like I'm about to fix your laser disc set from your CTR RCA television. So my mic acted a lot funny recording this, but right there what you're looking at is an artwork called Eccentricity. It is made by Barbara Grygoudis and former poet laureate Lee Pelham Cotton for the poetry part that's on the floor. I like showing it just because it's one of my top 5 favorite pieces of artwork for the DC Metro. So yeah, finally it's 5 o'clock. Pretty much let us in. And technically they could give out, like, say, courtesy, like, entries, because the whole thing's going to be free, so there's really no point. But I was just going to enter in at 5 o'clock. Either way. But look at this. Transit accessible car dealership. Transit accessible car dealership. Transit accessible car dealership. Transit accessible car dealership. Transit accessible food hubs, at least. And a Walmart. The thing I'm going to be very, very honest with y'all is this. I'm not going to sit at Roslyn for the next 4 hours baking in the sun. Maybe I could spend like 4 hours at a grocery store or like some food place, but then I would be bored too. So, what I am going to do on behalf of a certain YouTuber known as 29 Down the Line, we are going to be once again glazing at our favorite station, Loudoun Gateway. So train's coming in, but one thing I've noticed, and I don't think you'll grab it, but yeah, there's like a lot of crows here. There was like a couple hanging around there. There was a crow right there. Lots of people say that it's like nasty luck, but to me, crows are the most intelligent animals in the world, so maybe it's an omen of smartness, to be smart. On our way to Loudoun Gateway, and we will get there. Voila! Here we go, the Station of Legends. And yeah, you can't see much of it now. But here it is. Loudoun Gateway. We'll be taking that train soon. So let's take a look and see, like, say, how popular it has been. 4 cars. New record. I think I see 3 of them here. One guy just dipping out. Probably just because he's doing regular commuting work and stuff. Progress on the new data center. Still just doing data center things. So I just passed by at least 15 people, so there's already, like, say, enough momentum. There were 3 people that got off board when I was off the train. And then, yes, there's like still a couple of cars, so at least there's a lot of momentum. We'll see what the record will be. So, there is literally nothing up front except for this pigeon that's like behind this little like column right there. I don't know if you can see it. Hey buddy, how long have you been at Loudoun Gateway for? Tell me.
He's trying to get out.
Dipping. And yeah, I'm with a friend right here, in case anybody's wondering. Well, there he goes, probably looking for another data center. We found a camera here at this elevator. I don't know if that's a normal thing, Mr. Elevator Foamers and Mrs. Elevator Foamers and non-binary foamers. I am, again, not an elevator foamer, but look, good views. Now, we're just gonna go ahead and pretty much leave because, again, we've been to Loudoun Gateway multiple times, but I will say this. When can we get Metro Fest at Loudoun Gateway? And so, the journey begins to Foam at the Works. And even though these nice, beautiful, calm sceneries looks very aesthetically pleasing, keep in mind that behind this camera, there were a lot, and I mean a lot of people. I have a personal policy of not wanting to film people, so out of respect, you will not see that. And it's even to the point that I decided to mute this, and it's probably for the better because, one, there was, like, say, some pretty loud conversation. I don't want to, like, have you guys listen to that. And also, there were a lot of kids and they were loud. So anyways, we did a deviation to Ashburn, and along that trip from Ashburn to where we needed to go, I did a little bit of some counting using my age-honed skills of calling it like I sees it, and I will show you a list of how many people got on the train. And yeah, it's quite a lot, especially knowing the fact that I was able to see 15 people at Loudoun Gateway. Quite unprecedented. Now, if I remember correctly, I think by Reston we were at standing room only. Then by the time we went to Ballston, we pretty much hit crush capacity. But overall, our trip pretty much was very smooth, no incidents, and thankfully we made it out to where we needed to get out. Which actually was not Roslyn. You will definitely see where we will be coming out. Well, spoilers, I already mentioned it, but you get the point. Making a deviation to Foggy just because of how insanely crowded it was. Now, at least behind me, I can count at least about 40-ish people. But wow, that is packed. But this is inconsistently giving me OTD issues. Alrighty, so I'm gonna make an addendum. I'm not gonna go to Roslyn. I'm literally just gonna be here in DC, literally nearby the mall, and do some foaming of the fireworks. So it's gonna be an intense and awesome experience. Yeah. Yes, I am literally gonna break my own personal policy because I do want to show you guys this. Here at Constitution Avenue, because the roads are closed, this gave enough free space for people to grab all the cabbie bikes, lime bikes, velo bikes as well, and any random scooters that they have. And pretty much it turned into the Netherlands. It's quite a sight to be seen.
And thankfully, like, nobody got hurt, and it was all just fun vibes. And now, on to the show.